Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Before we get into everything, I do want to ask you guys to go follow my Instagram. I am going to link it down in the description. I just made it and I'm going to be getting some things up on there soon. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about how to push past a plateau in skill where you feel like you might not be advancing as a better player. And that can be anything from you perceiving your skill to be not improving, or maybe your KD or your wins aren't as good as they used to be. So we're going to talk about a few things to kind of help you guys push past that. So the biggest thing about plateauing is to make sure you're continuously practicing, and that includes reviewing things that you've already felt like you've mastered. Say you feel like your double ramp wall floor is very good, and then maybe a month later you can go back and revisit it, practice it a little more, make sure that it's still as good as it used to be, because sometimes you don't always use those certain builds in games a lot, so you might lose that kind of skill that you already had built up. And this goes for like everything. That includes aiming, and that's a huge one, because for me, I know I struggle with aim, so for me, I'm making sure that I'm staying up on like practicing and using Kovacs as much as possible to make sure I can improve my aim. So with Fortnite being the ever-evolving game that it is, it's really important to stay up on the current meta, because if you're not using it, somebody else most certainly is. And especially if you're not sure how to counter a new meta, it can be really damaging to all the encounters that you have with it, because you're going to be pretty clueless for a while until you do end up learning it. Also, I kind of touched on this in one of my previous videos. A lot of it is mentality. If you feel like you're not going to advance in skill, you're probably not going to, because you're not allowing yourself. As well as if you're kind of in a down mood, you're probably not going to be playing well, and that can kind of affect your outlook on the game. And I've gone through spurts where I just feel like no matter what I do, I just feel like I'm struggling. And at that point, it's actually a pretty good idea to take a couple days off. And it's not going to hurt you as much as you think, because that kind of like mental reset will kind of reignite your drive to kind of advance as a player once you return back to the game. Alright, so that's going to be the end of the video there, guys. I hope you did enjoy. However, I do want to thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. It is absolutely crazy to see how fast the channel is growing, and I can't thank you guys enough. However, that is the end of the video, so I will see you all in the next one.